السلام عليكم. اللي خلاني أصور لكم هالفيديو وأقدمه لكم موقف صار لي وانصدمت منه. دكتور بالجامعة علمني ايش معنى التواضع، بنفس الوقت رجعني أيام الدراسة بالجامعة في السعودية. أيام الدراسة بالجامعة السعودية كان الدكتور يخش ويقول أنا آخر من يدخل وأول من يطلع، يعني تخش بعدي ساقط. فتخيلوا يخش القاعة قبل بداية المحاضرة ب5 دقائق وما تخش بعده. كلنا يمكن ندخل فينا الكبر بسبب الثقة الزايدة بالنفس اللي يمكن تتحول الغرور واستحقار الغير. لكن موقف صار لي من دكتور أمريكي بأول يوم دراسة سواه الشيء.
So in this class, I do want to teach you about quality, but I think there are more important things than that. I'm going to teach you 3 or 4 life lessons. The first one is today. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is tell me if you've ever had a faculty member say these kinds of things or made you feel like they said these sorts of things. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to sit right here. Is that okay?
Might make me nervous.
Okay, now you sure you're all right with this? Because I don't want to. Okay, all right, okay. All right, so here we go. You know, you're lucky to be in my class. And now I'm going to share just a small sliver of my immense brain on this incredibly important topic. In fact, I'll give a couple golden nuggets of knowledge to you minions, peons, and worthless piles of flesh. Okay, so anybody ever have any faculty members say those kinds of things or make you feel like that? Yeah, me too. Yeah, so my first thought on that whole idea when they would do, because I had a few of them like that, my very first thought is, hey, how'd your head fit through the door? Man, that's a huge melon you're carrying around. Look, I have a doctorate in this area. I do have a consulting business. I started this program. I've taught this class for over 20 years. It doesn't make me better than you. It just doesn't make me better than you. So just because time and experience haven't made us equal doesn't mean that I get to talk down to you guys. And I could learn from you, and I would want that to be a teachable moment, but again, I think in the end, life lesson number 1, I think humility matters. Humility matters.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, educationally, I got a metallurgical engineering degree from Michigan Tech University. During the summers through college, I worked at General Motors. After graduation, then I worked at a steel company called Armco Steel. And so I was getting a master's in business administration at the same time that I was working as an engineer full-time. And I enjoyed the training part of my job, and I enjoyed the quality part of it, but I really felt as my wife and I, now I was married, my wife and I were thinking about how were we wired together as a couple to get involved in things bigger than ourselves. Started thinking about picking up a doctorate, and so I did. Got a PhD in engineering management, which really combined the MBA business side with the engineering side that I had at the bachelor's level, and then started here about 22 years ago. I was hired to start the Industrial Manufacturing Engineering program, and a couple of years later became the Dean and Vice President of Academics. Oversaw all of the academics here for about 7 years. I was still teaching and doing the administration. The school was getting really too big to do both things at the same time. And the president asked me if I would be able to choose one or the other, and so I chose in the classroom. And so since that time, I have been really enjoying the classroom, and it's really what I had envisioned back when I was in industry, just getting to know students relationally and trying to invest in their lives more than just adding knowledge about statistics or something like that, but actually getting to know them as people, and it's been incredibly rewarding.
What humility means to you?
Humility, for me, means putting someone else's needs before my own. Seeing that the other person really is the more important one. I think actually it's a lifelong journey to learn how to balance both confidence and humility. So when I think of my students or my own 4 children, I would like to pass along a life lesson to them that they learn how to pursue that balance point of being confident and yet be humble, realizing that the gifts were given to them. When you meet somebody who can be both confident and humble, it's an enjoyable experience.
Do you think it's a good thing to admit failure?
Oh, absolutely. I think actually a lot of us are stunted in our possible growth because we fear failure.
Yeah. Are you open to learning new things every day, even if it means changing previous ideas?
Oh, what a great question. Yes, I hope I am. I think one of the things that can stunt growth a lot is coming in. In fact, let me say it this way. If I ever get to the place where I've read enough, I know that already, I'm in a really dangerous place. Because if I'm not moving forward, then I really am moving backward. And so I think the moment where I stop growing, I start dying. Not that I have all the answers. I need to be able to ask really good questions and then focus on listening.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate your time.
Those are such good questions.